Anchor is the easiest way to make a podcast.
Anchor gives you everything you need in one place for free, which you can use right from your phone or computer.
Creation tools allow you to record and edit your podcast so it sounds great.
And the great thing is they'll distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard everywhere. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and many more.
You can easily make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership.
So download Anchor and get started today. Enjoy the show. Today, it's all you need to know and some stuff you may not have wanted to know. Welcome to True Comedy. Hello, everyone. I'm Kirstan Cunningham.
And I'm Nicholas Finch.
And today on our episode of True Comedy, we're going to have us a little Q&A session, asking each other questions, our top 10 just really random things that we may want to know about each other.
Because sometimes, we've been friends for a long time.
Yep, over a decade.
There's still some things that we don't know about each other somehow.
It just happens. I don't know. But before we get all into that, we just want to thank everybody for listening. It's been a fun ride, y'all. I don't even know what episode number this is. We've been doing this. Y'all just been hanging out with us for all these weeks. Thank you.
It's like 19 or something. Oh, no. Let's not put a number on it.
Yeah,
but the important thing is we just want to thank everyone who's liked and shared and
subscribed.
So make sure you tell your friends to like, share,
subscribe
to our podcast. And let's make this thing bigger than it can be.
Right. So as we said, we're going to do a little Q&A amongst ourselves, and hopefully this will stir up all of our listeners to start sending in us some questions to ask. I know one question on here is from a listener that I have. So, Nick, since I did an intro, you go ahead and ask me a question first.
All right. So, with the launch of Disney Plus.
Okay.
Plug. I've been watching
I'm not plugging Disney because they ain't paying me.
Right. Anyway, yeah. They're not paying me either. Wink. So I've been watching X-Men a lot.
Okay.
Which got me to thinking, if there was a Marvel team that you had to be on, we're not dealing with powers right now, but if there was a Marvel team you had to be on, X-Men, Avengers, or Fantastic Four, and this wouldn't be you replacing somebody on the Fantastic Four, it'd just be the Fantastic Five, so to speak. So Fantastic Four plus K-Ham, Avengers, and X-Men. Which team would you want to be on?
I'm going to the Xavier School for the Gifted, and I'll be an X-Man.
Why?
Because I will. That's just, everybody's cool. Everybody has powers. So yeah, that's it.
That's an interesting response.
I mean, a big mansion, big house.
Can I respond to that?
Sure.
See, I think
this is our show. We can do whatever we like. You can have whatever you like.
The only reason I wouldn't want to be an X-Man is because it seems like all their stuff is kind of like a political based kind of fights. Whereas in Avengers, you kind of have fights that are about just good guy versus bad guy. It seems like there's a lot of stuff behind X-Men where you're just beating the crap out of bad guys if you're an Avenger.
Okay, I can see that. But also, I just want to see Storm control the weather. I'm just going to be honest. And us darker complected people usually weren't involved in a lot of those really political fights. If you really look at the X-Men cartoons and everything, Storm somewhere chilling, like not worried about everything. So yeah, I would be on the team. I'd say I'd be at every function. Let's get that straight.
I'm on the X-Men, but I'm not one of the main X-Men.
I'm on the roster just like in basketball. I was on the roster. I was on the team. I was on the roster, but I sat on that bench a lot.
Yeah, man. I remember that time you played about 6 minutes and you're like, all right, I'm done.
I'm done. After that black eye, no more.
Yep, we're done here. All right, man. What's your question? I'm so scared.
So we'll start with a nice, easy one. Nick, what's your favorite topic just to talk about with people?
My favorite thing? Ooh, okay. It's tough. It just depends. Really, it's NBA.
Okay.
I love talking about the NBA. It's the sport that I grew up with the most, more than the NFL. I was introduced to the New York Knicks at a very, very young age. Literally, my first sports, one of my first sports memories is watching the Knicks versus the Bulls when Jordan had just come back in the 45. He was wearing, he was wearing the 45 and he dropped 55 on the Knicks. So that's just something I remember.
Okay.
Mainly because of my dad and just spending time with him.
Okay. Awesome. Good deal.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, good answer. Sentimental. So now I'm going to ask you, now that you've chosen a team that you want to be on. What?
Okay. And hold on. I just need to point this out there.
What?
Are we going to be able to plead the fifth in any of these questions?
I'm not asking you anything that you would need to plead the fifth on.
Okay.
Now,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I decided to spare you.
Okay.
But, if you want to.
I spared you as well.
Yeah, no, here's the difference. You care.
No, you don't.
You care what people think about you, and I respect that, but I do not. So, what's your favorite topic to talk about?
Ooh, I'll always bring up something true crime or food. One of the two.
That's true. That is factual.
Literally just had a conversation about Jeffrey Dahmer in the office.
Factual. So, my next question. What state would you want to live in the most?
Ooh. One of the Carolinas.
One of the Carolinas?
Yeah. Just because, it's still, quote unquote, the South.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fairer weather sometimes, and it's not Alabama or Mississippi. There's not anything bad against my home state, but yeah. Holla at me, Clemson, if you're hiring. I'm just saying.
I'll go to Clemson too.
Holla at your boy.
I'm more of a Washington or Colorado type person.
Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes. No further questions, Your Honor. I would say California, but that state's crazy. So let's just keep
everything's on fire all the time in California. Our hearts go out to everybody out there, but
I was just talking about Texas and everything else. I wasn't even talking about
burning.
I wasn't even talking about that. But yeah, speaking of burning, Washington or Colorado would be the preferred state.
Alrighty then. That's gonna make this next question real interesting.
All right,
Nick, what smells remind you of your childhood? See, it's just completely out of left field, right?
Walking into a school, kind of like any kind of school, and kind of smells. You know how schools have a certain smell?
Sure.
I can't really describe it. Sometimes you can walk into a school and it gives you especially in elementary school,
yes,
and it has a distinct smell. Kind of reminds me,
that powder stuff they put down and somebody throw up, but then also mixed with bathroom cleaners, and then mixed with just the kid smell.
Whatever it is, it ain't bad, but it just reminds me of Grove Hill Elementary a lot.
Okay.
Anytime I used to, especially when I was working in Demopolis, when I walked in the West Side and US
West Side. And
anytime we go to a football game, or if you just smell the grill, it just takes me back.
Okay.
To going to HG Priam Stadium in Grove Hill, Alabama.
Okay. It's like smelling what the Rock is cooking. No laughs. You did. Okay.
I tried to hold it. I was like, I'm not going to give you the benefit.
Oh no.
I can't really think of anything else that takes me back to my childhood other than food and elementary school. I was at the elementary school a lot, just from working as a teacher assistant in high school and then actually being in school there.
Wow.
So what? That was an interesting question. What made you come up with smelling question?
Just random.
I got you. Is it my turn?
Yep.
What's your dream job?
Ooh. One I actually do feel, it depends on what side of my life we're looking at. If we're looking at me working in higher education, which is something I love to do, honestly, dream job is one, working in admissions, or two, a director of student life or activities somewhere at a school in the Carolinas that I shouted out a little earlier, or just anywhere. I really enjoy the whole student group side, building, mentorship, things like that. But if we're looking at the whole entertainment industry and the other side of my theater and acting degree, anything where I just get to entertain people on stage or behind a microphone, like a podcast or on TV.
Are you telling me that you're kind of living your dream right now?
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
Really? It's interesting.
I would be living it more, though, if I was getting a check. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But that's everybody. That's everybody, though.
I think
your life.
I think a lot of people would be just happier in general if they got a check or a good check. Then, you know, it makes you feel.
But see, I'm just going to be honest. Doing this podcast has just helped me find more enjoyment in life. Because we've been talking about this thing for a little over 2 years and actually doing it rather consistently. It's helping. I know it's helped you. It's our way to relax and just communicate. And it's forcing us to talk to each other every day.
Right.
Not that we don't do it anyway, but we're actually having a forced conversation. We're also getting to interact with people. And that's what's been really awesome to me when people come to us like, I've never listened to a podcast, but I listen to y'all's and it's hilarious and I like it. Y'all should promote it more. That's what I was told. So I'm going to make sure I promote it more. I know I'm not doing the best. I'm just going to schedule everything.
Oh, man, you telling me. Shout
out to our interns. Hey, Ben. Hey, Scruggs.
I hadn't been writing as much, but
Aubrey.
I don't know if you've paid attention to my website that I currently have to keep up, but your boy been working.
Yes.
That's all I got to say on that.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
All right. Hit me with your best shot.
Okay.
Fire away.
If you made up your own national holiday, what would it be called and how would we celebrate?
My own national holiday, what would it be called and how would we celebrate?
Uh-huh.
Wow, that is a question.
You're welcome.
And
I'm going to say, look, I interview people all the time for the job, so that's where some of these questions come from.
I would make National Sweet Potato Casserole Day.
Oh.
And we would celebrate it on my birthday, December 2nd. December 2nd.
Okay. You like, Nick, I don't know why I didn't know you like sweet potato casserole.
Son.
Bro, I would have been. You know that's one of them things I can cook.
No, man, my wife makes it so well.
Never mind, I won't step on Shanice's feet at all.
I'm trying to get her to make some for Thanksgiving this year for the family because it is delicious. I don't know if it's nutritious. I don't know that. I don't know
let me tell you about
what
she should do. What she should. Oh, you don't do pecans.
No.
Never mind.
That's right. Why down that? What is pecan? It's a nut, right?
You don't put nuts in your mouth.
That's right. That's the rule.
But everybody else, listen, what you need to do is you need to candy your pecans, but do like some bourbon and some molasses with it and some dark brown sugar and put you a little cayenne pepper on it. It will set it off. I promise you it's delicious.
Set it off, a little boost.
Yes.
That's
my little secret.
You wanted to hit boom, 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 boom.
You want to eat now.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It's going to be delicious. It'll set it off in your mouth. I think I just killed her.
Okay.
But no, seriously. I'm going to digress for one quick second. Okay. Bourbon and bacon can make almost anything taste better.
Bourbon and bacon?
Bourbon and or bacon can make almost anything taste better.
Okay, so
since you've
been talking about food, I'm gonna go ahead and stick with that because one of my questions, was what's the best thing you've ever cooked?
Oh, Jesus!
No, you hadn't cooked Jesus.
I cooked the lamb. You good? I think I killed him again.
That was good.
Thank you. I tried.
Oh man.
There are a couple things. And see, I feel bad that I had to pull up my Instagram, but I'm just gonna think of some really, really simple things. When I figured out exactly how I like to do my shrimp and grits, I think that was one of the best things I've ever made. And then I did some crawfish etouffee, that like Creole and Southern cooking, all that type of stuff. That's just in my blood. And I just really, really, really loved that. Some of the best things I've ever cooked.
It sounds delicious. You know, one thing I can say about your cooking is that You know, if I say I don't eat something, if you cook it, I'm at least try it.
I know.
I'm gonna try it every single time.
True statement. I was smuggling plenty of onions and stuff, and you didn't even know.
No, I knew. I just let it go. I was too hungry. But I'd be like, oh, I am not gonna eat this food. I say I don't like onions. Oh, am I crazy? I ain't wasting nothing.
I don't like cauliflower. I bet you ate that cauliflower mash. I didn't tell you one cauliflower.
Right. I don't like cauliflower.
Okay.
You're gonna eat this food.
Challenge accepted.
By the way, the best thing I ever cooked is tacos, man. I make some mean.
Oh, and Nick can make a good taco. What's the strangest or funniest thing about the town you grew up in?
What would I say would be the strangest or funniest thing about Todd Town? It's not the fact that almost literally everybody is kin to each other. That's just not funny. It's just factual.
It's Alabama. Everybody related.
No, but I will tell you this. Okay. There's a lot of situations where like a group of brothers, let's say two Pew brothers, like my granddad and Teresa's granddad were brothers, and they married two sisters.
Yeah.
So you could say one of the interesting things about Todd Town is there are a lot of folks who are basically double kin.
Okay.
And it's not like a weird thing about it, because sometimes you say, folks double kin, it's Alabama. Like,
it is funny you say that, because I want you to look behind you on the TV right there. There's a little boy playing a banjo on Alabama public television.
And there's one of those things where you call somebody auntie or uncle that technically really isn't your direct auntie or uncle, but they actually are your auntie and uncle.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I think that's a pretty cool fact about Todd Town. It really is a family community.
Okay. So what you got for me?
So would you rather travel to Tokyo or Paris?
My immediate thought was, what food would I like to eat more? It does. I tell people all the time I make most of my decisions based off food. Tokyo is super populous, so is Paris. But Tokyo, you're literally right on top of each other. But I think I would enjoy Tokyo probably first a lot more. I just think there's so much going on. I just think I would enjoy it more first.
I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
I think this is true. I think for folks like us who kind of like techie, and like new world kind of stuff, I think we would enjoy Tokyo more. But
I immediately went like Big Hero 6 is what I was thinking in my mind. Like,
right. But if you were to add their English and literature and history degrees and majors, they would say Paris, and to be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And so when I first thought of the question, I'm like, yeah, Paris. But Tokyo. So yeah, I'm with you on that.
And see, there's so many different things there to eat. That's the other thing I was thinking of. You can get a world variety of food, and me personally, I prefer a lot of Asian inspired foods, and I know there's a lot of weird, crazy, your non-traditional things that I would actually like to try at least once. But then I could also know I could get all my Americanized food right there in Tokyo as well.
You can get something local in Tokyo and then just turn right around and get some KFC if you want to.
The same KFC.
Right.
Or
the same McDonald's. Or
their version of it.
Right.
You could try either one at the same place.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that.
Okay. Since it's my go, if you had to be trapped in a TV show, which one would it be and why?
Oof.
Yep, I knew this one would get you.
If I had to be trapped in a TV show.
Forever, ever.
Forever?
Well, just for an extended period of time.
There's so many different options. Oh my goodness. Can you like narrow it down? Can you narrow it down for me? Huh?
Let's think. Okay, TV show that's been on TV within the past 10 years.
Within the past 10 years?
Yes.
See, it's funny because the first thing I said in my mind, I would be in Smallville, but that is dumb. That is
Bruh,
dumb.
I wrote that question down thinking, I wouldn't be in Smallville.
And
I might as well, look, I got a better chance of not catching something from the water in Flint, Michigan than I do from a meteorite in Smallville. Everybody got something wrong with them.
You catching L's in Smallville.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. I would be in Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But I also means I'd be in Brooklyn. And then I was like,
that's closer to your team. I'm just looking on the upside.
No, I thought, oh man. And then I thought Dragon Ball, I'd be in Dragon Ball Super. But also that means I'd probably be near death way too many times. So,
or trying to figure out what Frieza's gender is.
So if I had to pick a TV show to be stuck in for an extended period of time, it would be How I Met Your Mother.
Now, when I wrote this question down, I knew that's how you were going to answer it.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
I knew that entire arc. I knew we were going to go to Smallville first, then to something else, then back to How I Met Your Mother.
You really?
Yes. That's literally what I wrote down. I mean, we put our friendship to the test. I just know, one, that friend group is so much like our friend group in a sense, all the foolishness that it'll be like you never skipped a beat.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, I feel like it's a more practical universe to want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
Of all the TV
in the real world.
Of all the TV shows, it's the most practical.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I want to get stuck in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Oh, you don't want to go in this TBJ?
No.
Okay.
Ain't Kay Michelle? No, she was in both of them.
Yes, she was.
Which one was Cardi on?
I don't know. One of them Love and Hip Hop something. Neither one that you going on. Continue.
But
nope.
but all right. Speaking of TV shows, which, because I know you always wanted to be a Power Ranger. So, which season of Power Rangers would you want to be a cast member of?
Probably the worst rated ones ever. Turbo. Because it was stupid. But no, I'm going to be OG. Sorry, Zach. Walter, you're gone. I'm going to be...
You want to be an original Power Ranger?
Yeah, or I can be on Turbo. I can be the Red Ranger.
You know.
Or Wild Force. And I just won't kill anybody with a samurai sword.
You want to know something?
What?
So you said, is that your final answer? Wild Force? You want to know something?
What?
I did the exact same thing. This is the honest to God truth. Wow. It's the honest to God truth. I said, he going to say Turbo. Then he's like, nah, he going to get smart and be an original one.
Yep.
But I knew that you like Wild Force the most.
I really do. And but it's so bad. Like, that's, I think, when Disney went back and bought it and everything started going to New Zealand. And it's just, but I liked it. I can't help what I like.
You can't help what you like.
Wild Access.
I'd be on the original too. I'd try to replace Tommy.
Okay.
I feel like that's just the best situation to be in is to be Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
He
just owns.
You had Amy Jo Johnson on, that was your
met
boo
her before
on set, Kimberly. So you had that going for you, and then you've been like you're
the Forever Ranger. People remember him more than they remember Austin St. John, who played Jason.
Right. But everybody remembers Amy Jo Johnson though.
Yes,
because
she's a great musician, by the way.
She
has a couple albums out.
It's funny because I distinctly remember watching an episode of Power Rangers one time. And I was like, hey, I can't really wait to watch Power Rangers as a Pink Ranger.
Looks like Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger.
Pink Ranger.
Woo! All right, merrily we roll along. Yeah. So, still in the realm of TV, if you could live in any house from a TV series, which one would it be?
Any house from a TV series? Well, again, I'm gonna see if you know how my brain works here.
Okay.
Not Family Matters. I thought about that, but you can go in that house like Judy and never come downstairs again.
You go in that house, you go in one door and come back another door and unveil. I mean, like the mom a different person.
Okay. I know that you're not gonna get this. You're
Okay.
not gonna get this. I'm gonna go through it and then I'm gonna settle on it. Okay, so I thought about the house from Family Guy.
Okay.
What is it? What is their last name? Griffin. The Griffin house. Mm-hmm. Because there's always something crazy going on in that house, but also chances of dying very high. Same thing for the barn on Smallville. Like, you don't want to live in all those superhero houses.
Right.
So I'm going to take it a little old school. The one house that I think I would like to live in would be, assuming I'm not related to anybody in it, would be the Brady Bunch house.
Okay. Why?
Jan.
I just had to ask.
Marsha.
I had to ask.
Yeah, you had to ask.
I had to ask. I really did.
Yeah.
Okay. Mine randomly would be, I just want to live in the house. It doesn't have to be set in the world. And the original. See, this is because I want the house off Charmed, the OG Charmed.
Oh, no.
Just the house.
No.
I don't want it in the area. I want the house.
No.
I like an old house with historic.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you're going to say it like that, then.
Or Kim Possible's house with everything that was in it.
Right. Like, if you're going to say it like that, then that changes the game.
Yep.
I would like, man, who had a really good house that I liked?
Or just anyone's free house.
Yeah, I would like a house.
Yes, I would like the Luther Mansion. But I ain't paying the property tax or anything like that.
The Luther Mansion would be dope.
Yes, it would.
I would just take I would take the White House.
Okay.
A fictional version of the White House.
Yes. Off of Corey in the House.
Yes.
Off the Disney Channel.
But not off Independence Day, because that White House does not exist.
It was gone.
I want to live in that house off Django.
You want to live in a big house?
I want to live in a big house.
He called the big house because it's big. Poor little squirrels.
Okay, which world would you like to live in? This is weird how these is going up again. Which world would you like to live in and be able to function in? Digimon or Pokemon? I want you to keep in mind that let me set some parameters.
Okay.
If you live in Digimon, you are Digidestined. Like, you're not going in here without a Digimon. If you live in Pokemon, you are a Pokemon trainer.
That's a lot of walking. No one in Pokemon looked like they knew how to drive. So, yeah, Digimon, digital monsters. Digimon is my future.
Digimon.
Interesting
Choice.
I'm just technology, bro.
Well, here
I don't need Professor Oak fussing at me on my Pokedex or Professor whoever.
Hear me out.
Or walking around with a Pikachu that's hard-headed because I got a hard-headed dog.
I didn't. No. Calm down. I didn't say you was Ash. I just said you was a Pokemon trainer. I didn't say you was Ash.
That's still a lot of walking.
Okay, so Digidestined, and here's my issue because you are Digidestined, that means you have actual responsibility. So
ain't nothing new.
Okay.
Oh, I got responsibility.
All right. But that means you really are dealing with like world-ending situations. That's no different than being in Smallville. Like, that's no different.
But I'm in a cartoon. They gonna draw me. It makes no sense, but that's just my argument for the sake of arguing to see the look of disapproval on your face.
I didn't even know how to respond. The answer's Pokemon. You're crazy. Give me a question.
What is something you like to do, but might be embarrassed to tell your friends?
What now?
What is something you like to do, but you might be embarrassed to tell your friends?
So it's something I like to do. Y'all want me to put it all on the internet?
Yep. Uh-huh.
All right.
You can plead the fifth.
No, I refuse.
This don't have to be anything like...
I refuse. Something I like to do that I'm embarrassed to tell my friends. Well, I've kind of alluded to it the past couple of days and the past couple of weeks.
Okay.
But I really like watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I was not expecting that.
Nick said, look. I'm 17 episodes in, y'all. I got Disney Plus. All I watch is Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Everybody else watching all the Marvel shows, but I'm watching Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside. It's fun inside.
Oh, this kid's version ain't for no kids. It's for me. I am somebody's kid. I'm a child.
I'm my mama's child.
I still try to use that for children's discounts, so don't worry.
I love Mickey Mouse Club. I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why I love it the way I do. Like, I go home like, hey, Nala, you want to watch Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? She's like, yeah. I'm like, hot dog, hot diggity dog.
I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you for that right there. Thank you.
Oh man. I'm sorry. I'm glad I've been finally able to admit that. I'm sorry. It is what it is. I love that show.
It really is what it is.
It's so funny you asked me. Okay. So we're gonna choose between two Disney movies that are seldom talked about but always appreciated.
Okay.
Which do you like more? Tangled or Brave?
What if I've never seen either of them?
Okay.
Actually, I have seen it. I've seen them.
I was like, okay.
I've seen them.
I didn't even know how to respond to that. Like,
so I'm going to go which one I've actually seen more, which would be Brave.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I don't know why I like it more, but dude, Tangled is hilarious though. Like I've just seen Brave more.
Right.
Tangled to me is a lot more funny.
It is. And I think Brave is a better story. And you know, Merida is actually one of the most disrespected Disney princesses there is. Like nobody talks about her.
They don't. It's because she's a ginger.
Probably so, but that's a really good movie. And I think she's one of the better Disney princesses. She's not one of the damsels in distress.
Right. She
like the early ones were.
She went like full Mulan and she can fight. She can knuck if she buck.
Mm-hmm. And she redhead. She got that fiery personality. Right. But I like Tangled more because it's funnier. Obviously, you know my personality. I like those
you like
kind of
stupid
movies.
Slapstick funny.
Right.
And that's what you definitely get with Tangled.
Right.
Okay. So I have like 1, 2, 3 more questions.
Well, that doesn't make sense. I only have 2 more questions. No, wait. Yeah, you got to ask me one. Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what is the most mischievous thing you did as a child?
Most
mischievous thing, because I probably didn't say it correctly.
I can't remember.
Okay, so you may ask you another one then.
Yeah. I'm not saying it because I'm embarrassed of anything I did.
No, you just really can't.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, speaking of embarrassment, what's your most embarrassing phobia, or thing you're just afraid of?
Loose hair. I'm ashamed that I'm afraid of loose hair.
Nick, do you know how not rare that is though?
What?
There are a lot of people. Ask my brother, ask Corey about how he feels about just random loose hair. It freaks him out. He's also afraid of Band-Aids. Would you like to know what I'm afraid of? That's really embarrassing.
What's that?
Milk that's too cold. Because I'm afraid it's kind of frozen and milk, the texture of frozen or milk that's right in that level just bothers me. I can't do it. I literally just gag thinking about it.
The world wants to know, how did you and Allie meet?
Bruh, why are you going to ask me the same question I was going to ask you?
Shut up.
Look right there. I was about to ask you, how did you and your spouse meet? Literally, right there. So, my 9 is your 9. Me and Allie met it starts with this one time at band camp. Literally in the line at band camp, I'm drum major, I'm passing out flyers. Look, I said, so are you in the band? She says, yes. And then it went on from there. That's how we met.
What was your first date?
Oh, when was our first date?
Yeah.
I don't know, Nick. You tell everybody about our first date because you were there.
It's crazy. I believe I invited Allie to the Waffle House with us. It made you go.
Yep.
I said, hey, we're going to Waffle House. Allie, you want to come?
And then me and Allie showed up wearing the exact same thing, which was weird. That was real weird.
It was really funny.
Holy jeans, button down, white shirt.
It was really funny because Whitney was like, I didn't know we were going to Waffle House. I'm like, yeah, we are.
And we is forever grateful.
But
that's you and Whitney meet.
Okay. This one time at band camp. Okay, so our first actual conversation was in the hallway of Pruitt Hall. She was upset about something. Really didn't make anything of it because I was trying to talk to somebody else before I was talking to Whitney. We ain't gonna name no names, but it's just the truth because I was trying to out a whole new personality. And anyway, so that first night at the first little party they do for band people, I'm not giving this. We was there
at a function,
and I might have been a little.
You were in high spirits.
I was in high spirits. My spirits were high. So I went and I saw her again. She was wearing a pink shirt and blue jeans, and she had a ponytail. I'll never forget it. And then,
so no loose hair.
No loose hair. Thank God.
It was all tied up. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
So I went over there and I started talking to her and I sang her a song.
Hey, shawty.
It was a Jamie Foxx song. I'm not saying it was a Jamie Foxx song. It was just know it was a Jamie Foxx song back when I could actually sing. Mm-hmm. And then
I think I witnessed that.
Maybe you did. I don't know. I don't remember nobody else in the room but me and Whitney.
Good, you shouldn't have because there was one solo spotlight on the two of you all. Y'all had y'all's real cinema movie scene. You were singing your heart out. You were lifting every voice and singing. And till earth and heaven rang.
I got a phone.
Rang with the harmonies of liberty.
I got a phone. I broke my phone. I got a phone number. Broke my phone that same night, so I had to guess which phone number it was. And I finally.
I'm glad you guessed right.
I guessed right, and then when she got back from home the weekend,
wow,
we went and chatted, and the rest is history. Now here we are, Nich and Whitney,
NJ Finches,
NJ Finches. So now we've talked about Whitney, love of my life,
and everything else under the sun.
My final question to you is, Kirstan, what year, just any year in history, would you like to travel to, and why?
Take me back to 2007, the year I graduated high school.
Why?
Because that summer was really, really fun before college. It just was a good time. I would travel back, relive that summer working at the YMCA with all of my friends. It was just a really, really great time. What about you?
There's a couple of years I'd like to go back and just do over, but I feel like those years define so much of my character. Like I could definitely do a do over in 2007, 2005, 2003. That is weird. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
So odd years in the early 2000s.
No. Historically speaking, odd years are not good years for me.
Okay.
Like, I'm talking about from 2003, 5, 9, 11, 13,
3, 6, 9. I know 6.
I like 17. Like all these, I can literally think of something awful that's happened to me every odd year.
So my last question is, what's the worst advice you've ever taken?
What?
Yes, what's the worst piece of advice you've ever taken? Like and acted on.
Taken and acting on?
Yeah, or just taken in general.
I don't know.
Well, I can tell you one of my worst pieces of advice is because I just didn't know any better.
What is that?
Actually, like closing a credit card account when you become grown. Like I didn't know to just not use the card. I closed it and that negatively affected my credit. I should have known better. I just didn't know. You don't know what you don't know. Now
that you've pointed that out, I'm going to go back to my childhood.
Okay.
I'm going to go back all the way to I was 4 years old. The worst piece of advice that I ever got in my life that I followed that just gave me years of heartache was grabbing that daggone black cat's tail and getting bit. And it should have taught me a lesson to never listen to Keisha and Teresa. To this day, I still listen to Keisha and Teresa. I should have learned then.
And if other people want to listen to at least Teresa, they can listen to her podcast.
And if you want to support my sister, you can head over to the Key Creations page.
There we go.
And she does a lot of vinyl. Good work, man.
See?
Like press stuff. Oh man!
So it actually did good for you listening to them.
It did in the long run.
In the long run.
But man,
maybe not
that heartache of that cat biting me and all the drama that came with that.
fever.
Yeah. Oh man, when we played that song, boy, I hated cat scratch fever. Bro. I was like, every time I just like flashback to getting bit. Cat scratch.
So Nick, the reason that was my last question, because we had a listener, Nathan Trainer, that asked us on certain episodes if we could just share a piece of advice or something kind of motivational, because we do that all the time with people anyway. Just if, when we end things, just give a little nugget of something good, just a little bit of a little seed they can plant in their life and let it just spring up and grow.
Okay.
So you got anything for the listeners this week?
Yes. Always be honest, but don't be a jerk.
Okay.
Like, be real, but don't be rude.
When keeping it real goes too far.
Exactly. But keeping it real goes wrong.
Okay, I can appreciate that. For me this week, I would tell everybody, honestly, it's biblical, but life and death is in the power of your tongue. Realize how important the words you speak actually are when you're approaching a situation. If you're tired of negativity, if you're tired of people complaining, ask yourself, are you complaining? Are you being negative about it? You can actually change your whole mindset just by saying good things about every single thing every day. Wake up, do like Cat Williams said, I lie to myself every day. I look in the mirror and say, oh, I didn't hit a growth spurt. Just tell yourself every day, I'm going to have a good day today. I'm going to be a good person. I'm not going to punch that person in the mouth.
No, I'm going to tell you this. And you know, the last 16 days, as far as my professional career, have been the hardest 16 days of my life. Mm-hmm. We've had a lot of days where we have 3 events going on for UWA, actually 2 days. But, you know, for the most part of these 16 days, I've been in Livingston for 14 of them.
Yeah. You've been working hard.
So, at the beginning of this, and actually all the way through, I've had the most positive attitude.
High five, bro.
I've had the most positive attitude about the situation. Yes. Like, there's sometimes in mid games where something goes wrong and it does get to me a little bit. But as far as going into the day and coming out of the day, I promise you, I'm like, we're going to tackle this issue and we're going to get it done because I believe that I was put here for a reason. Right. And that we can get it done. The people believe in me and I want to do the best for the student athletes. Good so job. Let's get it done.
Get it done.
And so you're absolutely right. There is power in the tongue, and you got to give yourself that positive outlook to be able to reach whatever goal you want.
Right. Well, awesome, y'all.
Yeah.
Well, it's been fun interviewing you, Nick. Asking you some stupid questions.
Making statements.
Assuming.
I know you didn't want to do it.
I did, but I did.
Guys, follow us
everywhere.
On our social media.
Oh, yeah.
Podcast.
Sorry, don't follow.
Don't follow me, please.
Don't stalk.
Please don't stalk. Stalking is not cool. Podcast _true on Twitter. True Comedy Podcast on Facebook.
And True Comedy Pod on the Instagram.
Go to our website, truecomedypod.com. That's wild because I was going to sing it too.
And then what are your social media handles?
You can follow me on Twitter at the NJF, Instagram at the NJF, and on Facebook at, no, I'm kidding, Nicholas J. Finch.
And I'm Kirstan Cunningham on the Book of Face. I am Kham Cooks on Instagram and Kham Speaks on the Twitter. Y'all, it's been a really, 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 really great time. Just hanging out with y'all, listening to you, talking to you, asking each other questions. Huge shout out to Mr. Damon Collins and everybody here at the radio station at 96.3 WLYB in Livingston and Meridian. It's awesome.
Never gonna give you up.
Oh,
never
no.
Gonna let you down.
Why we Rickrolling folks, bro?
That's kind of music. It's good music on here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you all, also click in those show notes, leave us a voicemail. We have a certain listener that left us one that we're gonna play for you all one day. It just ain't gonna be today, and you'll get your good chuckles out of it as well. But thank you all so much. This has been True Comedy. Later.